Okay, moving into your stock compact class, starting on the pole in the number 77, Charles Storzina. On the pole on the outside in the number 21 is Colton Bryan. Row number 2 in the 128 is Colton Cottis. And on the outside, your heat race winner, number 50, Dan Bucky. Dan Bucky and Cottis were your heat race winners. Number 6 is Clayton Oliver. In the number 6 machine, number 24, starting alongside on the outside of row number 3 is Brad McLean. Inside row number 4, the number 36 of Wesley Ennis. Wesley ran in our Outlaw Compact class last season. In the number 67 car alongside is Waylon Orr. And bringing up the rear in your final row, the number 27 of Braden Swaney and the 08 of the Hopper, Gary Murray. Okay, Charles Storzina and the 21 of Colton Bryan on the front row. Row number 2, Colton Cottis and the number 50 of Dan Bucky. Your stock compact division. First feature of 2011. Green flag is in the air. And it looks like Bryan's going to take the lead into turn number 1. Colton Bryan, your leader in the number 21. Storzina drops back to second. Bucky looking on the outside of Cottis for that third spot. Now he'll drop into that second spot. Little sideways. Dan Bucky in the number 50 up to that second spot. Storzina third. The 24 of Brad McLean moving up in there. Still out front, the number 21 of Colton Bryan. Second is the 50 of Dan Bucky. Now on the outside, the number 24 of Brad McLean takes over that third spot. Storzina drops back to fourth. The 28 of Cottis. The 6 of Clayton Oliver. The 36 of Wesley Ennis. The 67 of Waylon Orr. The 27 of Brad Swaney. And the 08 of the Grasshopper. Good battle up front. Bucky to the inside of the 21. Now the 24 of McLean to the outside. Bucky is your race leader. McLean moving up onto the outside, looking for that top spot. Bucky has it. McLean wants it. And across the line this time, Bucky's still your race leader. Oliver in that number 6 car moves up into that third spot. Now contact with the 21. Colton Bryan and the 6 of Oliver still into it on the back straightaway. The 21 of Bryan spins out into the infield. We stay under the green flag with Bucky still your race leader. The 24 of Brad McLean now to the outside. Good action all over the racetrack in your stock compact class. Bucky down the back straightaway. McLean to the outside into turn number 3. Off turn number 4, your race leader is now going to be Brad McLean in the 24. Still battling, Bucky on the inside. Dan Bucky down the back straightaway. Back out by a nose into turn number 3. Side-by-side action in your stock compact class. Dan Bucky will be your race leader that time by. The 128 of Colton Cottis is in third. The 67 of Waylon Orr now to the inside of the 77 of Charles Storzina for that 4th spot. Still side-by-side battle up front between the 24 and the 50. Halfway home, halfway for Dan Bucky and Brad McLean. Colton Cottis still running there in that 3rd spot. Still a battle for that 4th spot between Storzina and Waylon Orr. The 36 of Wes Ennis, the 27 of Braden Swaney still out there running, and Grasshopper bringing out your field along with the 21 of Colton Bryan, your outside pole sitter. Back to that battle up front. Dan Bucky, Brad McLean still side by side for the race lead. 5 laps to go, 5 to go. Darn near a dead heat between those front 2 cars. Great racing in your stock compact class. Bucky to the inside, McLean to the outside. Bucky seems to get a little bit better run off the corner, but not that time. is the 24 of Brad McLean. Now pulls out in front by about a nose. Just as I say that, the 50 of Bucky pulls back even with the 24. Once again, the 128 of Colton Cottis still out there in third. Fourth is the 77 of Charles Storzina. The 67 of Waylon Orr. The 36 of Wesley Ennis. The 27 of Braden Swaney. The 08 of Gary Murray. And the 21 of Colton Bryan. Still side by side between Bucky and McLean.
White flag next time.
2 to go. Down the back straightaway, lap and a half to go. Will they remain side by side for the final circuit and a half? Lap traffic of Gary Murray may play into this. The 24 of McLean, the 50 of Bucky. Now the lap car, he shoves it high, and they're still going to stay side by side as they split the lap car of Gary Murray. Down the back straightaway into turn number 3 for the final time. Dan Bucky off of turn number 4. It's going to be Dan Bucky. Brad McLean runs second. Third is the 128 of Colton Cottis. Then the 77 of Charles Storzina. The 67 of Waylon Orr. The 36 of Wesley Ennis. The 27 of Braden Swaney. And also the the 08 of Gary Murray. And the 21 of Colton Bryan. Opening feature winner of 2011 in your stock compact class. In the number 50 machine, Dan Bucky. Great racing in that stock compact first feature.
A lot of side-by-side.
A lot of side-by-side racing. That's right, Craig. A lot of side-by-side racing, especially up front. Dan Bucky and Brad McLean. Great race they put on up front. Colton Cottis stayed right there in that third spot. Just wasn't able to make a battle out of it, a three-way battle out of it. Thought things were going to happen when Gary Murray, they came up to lap that machine. I'll tell you what, used a little bit of the chrome horn to Bucky, and he pushed that lap car right up out of the road, and it actually helped him a little bit over McLean there in that feature down there in turn number 1.
Flag to flag.
Flag to flag. No cautions. Great job by all the drivers. Dan Bucky in the number 50, your winner in your stock compact division. First race of 2011.
Well, kind of a new division for us this year. This one a little more stock than what our compact class was last year. A lot of alterations being made to the outlaw compact cars. This one you can basically kind of take an old car and make sure everything's in stock location, stock springs, go racing, and pretty good success with
It's easier to buy one, believe me, than build one.
Yeah, that's the case. It takes a lot of work putting the cage and stuff in. Did you guys buy this one?
Yeah, we bought out some more on
Gotcha. So this was what, the 82 car a year ago?
82, yep, 82.
Now, were you guys just messing around out front with your teammates there, or were you going full bore?
Absolutely not. I gave it all I had. I'm glad Brad gave me a clean race. He didn't hit me, and there was a car out there I ended up hitting, but went around him. That was a good race. I liked it.
That wasn't just a car, that was the Hopper. That was Gary Murray.
Who?
You've never heard of the legend?
It's in my way. That was it.
Let's hear it for your winner, Dan Bucky.
Okay, your opening late model feature of the 2011 racing season. On the pole, heat race winner in the number 10 is Brad Channel. And alongside on the outside of the front row in the number 48 is Gene Molnar Jr. Row number 2 in the number 99, Derek Gruhl. And alongside the number 22 of Ron J. Berg Jr. Row number 3 in the number 90, Emerson Hoffman, alongside the number 21 of Rich Desecker. Row number 4 on the inside, the number 17 of Bob Schneider Jr. And fast heat race winner in the number 27, Rich Markham. We got an all Smith, 5th row, sorry. Bryant Smith in the number 1 machine and the number 12 of Bubba Smith alongside. The final 2 rows, Doug McMillan, your fast qualifier, in the number 54 and the number 66 of John Sandquist Jr., or John Sandquist Sr., sorry. And in the number 4 is Joe Fuchs, and rounding out the field is Bob the Animal Eichel in the number 69 machine. Okay, opening Macintosh late model feature of the 2011 season. Brad Channel, Gene Molnar Jr., Derek Gruhl. Green flag is in the air. Caution off of turn number 4. The number 1 of Bryant Smith getting sideways off of turn number 4. Complete restart coming up for your young Jay Berg Jr., Emerson Hoffman, Rich Desecker, Bob Schneider Jr., the 27 of Rich Markham. Then the Smith brothers, Brian on the inside, Bubba on the outside, your fastest qualifier, the number 54 of Doug McMillan, and John Sandquist Sr., Joe Fuchs, and the 69 of Bob the Animal Eichel. Your late model field tonight on opening night of 2011. Okay, we'll try her again. Complete restart, Brad Channel, Gene Molnar Jr., Derek Gruhl, Ron J. Berg Jr., your front 2 rows, Emerson Hoffman and Rich Desecker, row 3. Snyder and Markham, row 4. The Smith brothers in row 5. Green flag is in the air. Down into turn number 1. Channel will take the lead by about a half a car length into turn number 3. Molnar staying right there on the door. Lap number 1 complete. Brad Channel, your race leader. Good battle for that 3rd spot. Derek Gruhl and Jay Berg. Hoffman right there in that 5th spot. Then Snyder and Desecker, Markham and Bubba Smith. Bryant Smith and Doug McMillan. Brad Channel still out in front by about 4 car lengths now into turn number 3. Molnar still right there in 2nd, Gruhl 3rd, and Jay Berg 4th. Big wad of cars behind Emerson Hoffman in that 5th spot. Desecker, Snyder Jr., Bubba Smith, Markham, McMillan, and Bryant Smith. Also Sandquist. All kinds of cars in that gaggle there for the backside of the top 10. Brad Channel still out in front, Molnar in 2nd. Gruhl feeling a little bit of heat still from that Ron J. Berg machine. And now Gruhl clears Jay Berg for that 3rd spot, and he'll set his sights on the 48 of Molnar. Brad Channel still your race leader. Gene Molnar Jr., Derek Gruhl, Ron J. Berg Jr., and Emerson Hoffman your top 5. Snyder in 6th. Good battle for that 7th spot between Bryant Smith and your heat race number 1 winner, Rich Markham. Then Bubba Smith and your fastest qualifier, Doug McMillan. Also Rich Desecker and John Sandquist Jr. Sorry, John Sandquist Sr., I keep saying Jr. Still out there are the number 4 of Joe Fuchs and the 69 of Bob the Animal Eichel, about 3/4 of a lap down. To Brad Channel, your race leader in the number 10 machine. Emerson Hoffman now to the outside of Ron J. Berg for that 4th spot. 2 by 2 by 2 behind Gruhl. Brad Channel, spinning in turn number 4. Bob Schneider Jr. in the 17. Spinning up in turn number 4, bringing out the caution. Okay, ready for the restart. 9 laps in, I believe there's 16 to go. We'll check on that for you here in a minute. I believe it's a 25 lap feature. Brad Channel Gene Monar Jr., Derek Gruhl, and Ron Jayberg Jr. top 4. Emerson Huffman runs 5th. Then Bryant Smith. Bryant Smith now around up into the top 5. He'll look for 4th. He'll look for 3rd. Bryant Smith up into that 3rd spot in the number 1 machine. Brad Channel maintains the race lead. Monar staying right there on the bottom in 2nd. Now Jayberg goes to the inside, almost 3 wide into turn number 3. Jayberg Jr. to the inside of Monar for that 2nd spot. Monar back to 3rd. Caution on the speedway. Pile up in turn number 4. Looks like Snyder, Fuchs, and I can't see who. Getting ready for the restart. 10 laps in, 15 to go in your opening feature. In the late model division of 2011, Brad Channel, your race leader from the drop of the green flag. Gene Monar Jr. staying in 2nd, Ron Jayberg. Bryant Smith, Bubba Smith, Derek Gruhl, your top 6 machines. Green flag back out. Channel once again with a good restart. The 48 will get down into that 2nd spot. Bryant Smith will take over that 2nd spot on the outside. Good move into turn number 3. Smith will now set his sights on the race leader of Channel. Good battle for that 3rd spot as Bubba Smith will look to the outside of Monar now. Jayberg in 5th. Then your fastest qualifier, Doug McMillan and Emerson Huffman. Inside of the leader, contact between the front 2 cars. Bryant Smith contact with the number 10 of Brad Channel. Channel spins up in turn number 1, bringing out the 3rd caution. Okay, quick rundown under caution is the number 10 of Brad Channel is going to be charged with that caution for chopping down on the number 1 of Bryant Smith. So Bryant Smith with the good move into turn number 1 after the contact will be your race leader. His brother Bubba alongside in the number 12 machine in that 2nd spot. Gene Monar Jr. doing a great job in that 3rd spot in the number 48 with the number 22 of Ron Jayberg Jr. in that 4th spot. In 5th, your fastest qualifier, the number 54 of Doug McMillan. Emerson Huffman in the number 90, running 6th. Then the 17 of Bob Snyder Jr., the 27 of Rich Markham, the 99 of Derek Gruhl, the 66 of John Sanquest Sr., the number 4 of Joe Fuchs, and the number 21 of Rich Desecker. And also Brad Channel still out there, and he will pick up the tail end of the field after causing that caution just a few minutes ago in turn number 1. They'll come down looking like possible 1 to go signal here. Nope, not yet. 2 to go. Okay, Bryant Smith, Bubba Smith, Gene Monar Jr., Ron Jayberg Jr., Doug McMillan, Emerson Huffman, your top 6. Green flag is in the air. Side by side into turn number 1. Bryant is your race leader. Bubba on the outside in 2nd. Now Monar will fall to the infield. Tough break for Gene Monar Jr. in the number 48. Jayberg will take over the 3rd spot. Caution on the speedway. Caution for the number 48 of Gene Monar Jr. "12 laps in, 13 to go, right at the halfway point of the opening feature of the 2011 season. The Smith brothers up front. Bryant on the inside, Bubba on the outside. Ron Jayberg Jr. and Doug McMillan, your fastest qualifier, row 2. Emerson Huffman in that 3rd spot, and Rich Markham in 6th. Green flag is in the air. From 5th on back, got a little bit stacked up on that restart. Drag race down the back straightaway into turn number 3. Bryant Smith, Bubba Smith, side by side for your race lead. Bubba by a nose. Right at the halfway point, caution on the front straightaway. Rich Desecker, Brad Channel, right here on the front straightaway. Caution on the speedway. Okay, getting ready for another restart. Once again, right at the halfway point. 12 laps in, 13 to go. The Smith brothers up front. Let's see if we can get a little bit better restart from about 5th on back. They got stacked up on the last one. Jayberg and McMillan, Huffman and Markham in those 2nd and 3rd rows. Green flag back out. And this time Bryant Smith, or Bubba Smith, gets the advantage into turn number 1, but he can't shut the door on brother Bryant. Now Bryant gets squirrely down the back straightaway, and he will lose it into turn number 3. Your race leader, Bubba Smith, as the caution comes out for Bryant Smith up in turn number 3. Tough break for race leader Bryant Smith, getting sideways after getting chopped by his brother a little bit there off of turn number 2. And he will have to go to the back of the pack. Okay, getting ready for another restart. We'll try her again. This time, Bubba Smith up front. Ron Jayberg Jr. in second. Fast qualifier. Doug McMillan with a good run from the back of the pack up to that 3rd spot. Emerson Huffman in 4th. Then Snyder Jr. and Markham. Green flag back out. Bubba Smith with a great start. Good restart from that number 12 machine. Now McMillan to the inside. He'll take over that 2nd spot as we got to pile up back down in turn number 1. John Sandquist Sr. in turn number 1. Okay, still 12 laps in, 13 to go. See if we can finally get this lap complete. Bubba Smith, Ron Jayberg Jr. We'll see if Jayberg can get a little bit better restart this time. McMillan, Huffman, Snyder Jr. and Markham, your top 6 cars. Green flag back out. And Bubba Smith with another good restart. He'll lead into turn number 1. McMillan to the inside of Jayberg. He'll take over that 2nd spot. The fast 2 qualifiers out front now. Your 2nd fastest qualifier, Bubba Smith, and your fastest qualifier, Doug McMillan. Ron Jayberg Jr. in 3rd, Snyder in 4th. Good battle for that 5th spot between Huffman and Markham. Then you got Sandquist Sr., Bryant Smith, Brad Channel, Derek Gruhl, and Joe Fuchs. As now Bubba Smith and Doug McMillan stretch out the lead a little bit over Jayberg. Good battle between Markham and Emerson Huffman for that 5th spot. Snyder runs 4th and Jayberg runs 3rd. Problems with Derek Gruhl on the front straightaway. He'll get back under power, and we stay green. Doug McMillan hounding the number 12 of Bubba Smith. They'll move up onto the lap car of Derek Gruhl here shortly. Still a good battle for 3rd, 4th, 5th, and 6th. Jayberg, Snyder Jr., Markham, and Huffman. And now problems for the 66 in the infield. Caution on the speedway for John Sandquist Sr. He takes a wild ride through the infield, making some contact with some of them U-tires in the infield. Hopefully he's okay. It looks like he is. The car moving down there. And he is. Tough break for John Sandquist Sr. in the number 66 machine. Bubba Smith, your race leader. And now that will move the number 54 of Doug McMillan, your fastest qualifier, to the outside. Jayberg will run 3rd. Snyder Jr. will run 4th. Then Markham, Emerson Huffman. Then the 10 of Brad Channel. The 1 also of Bryant Smith. The 66 of Sandquist, the 4 of Fuchs, and the 99 of Derek Gruhl. Still 17 down, 8 to go. Bubba Smith, Doug McMillan, Ron Jayberg Jr., Bob Snyder Jr. Green flag is in the air. Bubba with another good restart. McMillan will still look to the outside. Problems for Snyder as he'll fall back. Jayberg up into that 3rd spot. Markham 4th, Huffman 5th, Sandquist 6th, Snyder 7th, Bryant Smith 8th, Brad Channel, Derek Gruhl, Joe Fuchs. Into turn number 3 and off of 4, your race leader, Bubba Smith. McMillan trying to see if he has anything for the number 12 of Bubba Smith. 5 laps to go. 5 to go. Ron Jayberg Jr., Rich Markham. Good battle for that 3rd spot. Emerson Huffman in 5th. Then Sandquist and Bryant Smith trying to make his way back up from the tail end of the field. 4 to go now for Bubba. Bubba Smith seems like he just is not going to give up that lead, maintaining that half car length lead right on the bottom of the racetrack. Doug McMillan still second. Markham trying to take over that third spot from Jayberg. That's about your best battle on the speedway. Bryant Smith and Sandquist Sr. also doing battle. Into turn number 3, your race leaders. They'll see Terry Coletti's white flag this time. Caution on the speedway. Caution, caution. Caution for the 99 of Gruel, the 66 of Sandquist. And I believe that's the one of Bryant Smith over there also. Tough break for those 3 machines in turn number 2. Okay, 23 laps down, 2 to go. Quick rundown under caution here as we got the Derek Gruel machine over there, the number 99 machine on the hook in turn number 2. Bubba Smith getting the good restarts, doing what he needs to do to keep fastest qualifier. Doug McMillan at bay. Bubba will be your race leader. Doug McMillan will be alongside for the restart. In that second row, you'll have the 22 of Ron Jayberg Jr. and the 27 of Rich Markham. The number 90 of Emerson Huffman runs 5th. Then the 66 of John Sandquist Sr., the 10 of Brad Channel, and the 17 of Bob Snyder Jr. still on the speedway. Also the 4 of Joe Fuchs, as he's being attended to over on the back straightaway right now. Tough break for the 99 of Derek Gruel, making contact with the number 1 of Bryant Smith and the 66 of John Sandquist up there. Just pretty much one of those deals where he was just the wrong place at the wrong time, man. Yep. Real quick, Craig, I want to thank you for letting me come up here and get on board with this for a little bit. Hopefully the fans will have me back some more this year, and you'll have me back. I'd love to come down and do it. So thank you. I appreciate it. Have a good time. Been coming to the Speedway since I've been about 5 years old, so I always wanted to do something, was racing for a while, and hopefully next year I'll have a modified out here. We'll see. We'll just see what the year holds, but having a good time coming up here to Midvale Speedway. I want to thank Randy and Sue and Adam Mackey and everybody for letting me come up here and having a good time doing it. Okay, 2 more circuits here at Midvale Speedway in your late model feature. Bubba Smith, your second fastest qualifier. The fastest qualifier, Doug McMillan on the outside. Does he have anything for Bubba Smith? Green flag is in the air. Bubba with another good restart. Side-by-side battle for that third spot between Jayberg. Now Markham moves up that third spot. Battle for the race lead. Doug McMillan to the inside of Bubba Smith. White flag in the air. Doug McMillan with a nice move off of turn number 2. And now Bubba puts the chrome horn to him. Doug says, not tonight, baby. Doug McMillan, your fastest qualifier, will win the opening feature of the 2011 season. Bubba Smith finishes second. Rich Markham third. Ron Jayberg Jr. fourth. Emerson Huffman fifth. John Sandquist Sr., Brad Channel, Joe Fuchs, Bob Snyder Jr. What a fantastic final 2 laps between Bubba Smith and Doug McMillan. What a finish on opening night at Midvale Speedway. The number 54, Doug McMillan, your feature winner. And I want to take a quick second to also, Adam Mackey announced tonight, you know, we had a moment of silence for longtime track official Ron Prosperi, and also Gary Music and Tony Diano, longtime racer here. So I wanted to throw that in there. I want to send my condolences out to their families and say that our thoughts and prayers are with you. And you guys will always be remembered here at Midvale Speedway. So keep up the good fight. Doug McMillan tonight, your late model feature winner. What an outstanding last couple laps. I hope everybody enjoyed it. I'm going to have to go home and get the kids to bed, Craig. So I will hope to see you next week. And thank you, everybody, for letting me come out tonight.
See you next week.
On Science Radio Programming. This is the Prophecy voice of Brother Johnson, and you are listening to the Prophecy News Behind the News. Obama relents, releases birth certificate. Some critics, many of whom never brought into birther claims that he was born outside the USA, still note a pattern of secrecy surrounding much of Obama's life before he entered politics.
Yeah, and I told my dad that we could go home with a top line and he was pushing on the rails and see if he'll be happy.
Watchman comment. Who's seen Obama 3 years to release this certificate. Why? Why so long? Why all the secrecy? I am sure someone will figure it out if the certificate is falsified. I'm not an expert. Oh, wow, wait. I've got it. This is a 2012 election H bomb. The H standing for Hussein, of course. A Hussein bomb. Wow, a Barack Hussein Obama bomb. Oh boy, this will surely get Barack Hussein Obama.
And he said it should turn better. Well, he knows what he's talking about. There for your winner, done with Bill.
All right, Craig. Thank you very much, brother. I appreciate it. Yeah, let me know how it turns out. Give me a call and let me know when you want me to be here, okay? All right, thanks, brother.
Eligible to the office of president.
I've talked to her for a while. I didn't know if you were here tonight.
Signed by a PhD.
Okay, moving into the Outlaw Compact 15-lap feature. And again, I want to thank Chris Cale for coming up and calling some of the features tonight. I thought he did a great job. He's also the announcer on a weekly basis out at 250 Speedway, just shy of Cadiz, Ohio, in Harrison County, up by Tappan Lake. Here's your lineup. Jesse Page, 02. Rich Dunlap in 31. Tim Fredericks in 36. Jake Albright in 10. 5, Max McCartney. 11, Bryce Allensworth. 35, John McNutt. 3 of Kyle Grove. 57 is Mike Swaney. 1 of Ty Kelly. 8 of Jeffrey Orr. Lenny Orr in 69, filling in for Jimmy tonight. Jimmy's down in Richmond, Virginia, watching the NASCAR race. 42.
The 29 of Blaine Salisbury starts on the outside.
Okay. Shane Salisbury in 29, I believe. And Alan Clark in 169. 15 laps. Jesse Page will set the pace. Rich Dunlap on the outside of him. Tim Fredericks in 36. Jake Albright in 10. Here we go. Jesse Page, Rich Dunlap, Jake Albright, Tim Fredericks, Max McCartney, Bryce Allensworth, John McNutt. Jesse Page out in front. McCartney out in front now. And we got a caution.
Coming out for him. Lap for another 25.
5 in and 10 to go. Laps to go yet. 5 in. Jesse Page and Rich Dunlap. Caution out again. Still 10 laps to go. John McNutt on the inside. Just ate up Rich Dunlap. McCartney second. Kyle Grove third. Rich Dunlap fourth. Tim Fredericks in that fifth spot. Mike Swaney sixth. Tim Frederick. Bringing Bryce Allensworth with him.
Thomas will pick it up on the final lap. With John McNutt, the old veteran, gave him a lot more room down in turn 4 than I thought he would. I thought he'd take her up the bank. He really didn't take him up a whole lot. John and Terry McNutt Racing, John's Foods, Dennis Yard, number 35. Jimmy Martin, the sponsor of John McNutt's racing team. John McNutt. John, obviously you do quickest in qualifying. You can tie him in practice last night. Quickest lap of the preseason at 17.717. You guys went down to the 6s today. He went down to the 5s. Starts a pretty wicked fast in the Outlaw Compact division. If you can get a little bit more out of it, you might have been able to run away at the same time. It was quick, and I thought he had to about a lap to go. Yeah, I did too. I just got pretty lucky, I guess. You might have messed up. Yeah, that's the way it worked out, you know. On the white flag, he had pulled ahead. You were coming into the white. Down in turn 4, you were able to pull out back alongside him. Well, you wiggled just a little bit, and that made the difference. Well, I think we kind of bumped down somehow. Before I got over that way, that's pretty high. That's the people we want to thank. Yeah, I want to thank the speaker, Jimmy Ward, James Rusty, Dennis Yard, Brother Terry. That's about it. Your winner, let's hear it again for John McNutt.
John McNutt, your season opener in the Outlaw Compact feature winner tonight.
On the raceway. 20 laps to distance for our pure stocks tonight. We've got the 01 car of Noah Osborne from Canton, Ohio, the CNC tire entry on the pole. The 21 of rookie Corey Eby from Canton on the outside. The Canton Auto Sales, this Auto Sales. And he is wrecking his revision to the team car. Actually, those might be actually the sponsors from number 11, TJ Barker. Here's the 82 car of Don Boron Jr. starting third. Boron from East Carter, the modified excavating bowling shoes car, silver roll-off entry. On the outside, the 77 of Todd Miller from Cumberland. Miller, one of the veterans in this field. The number 5 car of Ben Martin from Madison, Ohio. He starts on the inside of row number 3. The 51 of Brian starts in the 6th spot. Menard, car number 51, to the outside of row 3. Heat race, the top qualifier, last year's point champion of the pure stock division, 49, Teddy Oliver starts 7th. And rounding out with 119, first start in the pure stock feature from First Mile Junior from Canton, Ohio. That's the field. Wow, coming on. Here we go. Quite the heavy damage. Little Joe Dog Jr. It's Corey Dog. Corey Evie picking up the win tonight in his first pure stock race. I would be afraid if I was Corey though, he might get DQ'd over the tech line because he bet Randy $1,000. Randy said he'd give him $1,000 if he won his first race, and he did it. Corey, congratulations. Kind of a wild race there on the front stretch. You saw Teddy Oliver, Tom Miller got together. Todd's car went about 15 feet in the air. I think you drove underneath it somewhere along there, and you ended up coming out to the front and picked up the win. What's it like out front for all those laps? 13 laps on the restart. You had to hang on and not make a mistake.
Nerve-wracking knowing those people behind me are a little bit faster too. 5 laps down, I was counting down. 4 laps, 3 laps, 2 laps. It's all white flag.
You see the white flag, you're like, man, I just got to keep it on the bottom. Don't let Brian get around me inside or outside. And the car was pretty good.
Yeah, it was amazing.
How much of a difference is it driving this thing compared to your compact?
Definitely a lot easier to come out. This is a lot faster, a lot longer.
Let's hear it again for your winner. He's $1,000 richer, Corey Evie.
Speedway weather permitting the Mid-Vid Party Series. For more information on the Mid-Vid Go-Kart Series, it's midvaleparty.com. Midvaleparty.com. You can get to their website by going to our midvalespeedway.com website. They will be racing tomorrow here at Mid-Vid Speedway. Weather permits, it will be their season opener. Coming up next Saturday here at Mid-Vid Speedway. Series in action for one race during the course of the night. Those are regular sponsorships of racing here at Mid-Vid Speedway. Coming on to the final turn will be Lenny Orr, the winner. Coming home second is going to be the 133 of Don Boron. Will finish in the third spot. So the night comes to a close. Mid-Vid Karting Series racing tomorrow afternoon here at Mid-Vid Speedway, and then we'll be all back in action with our late models.
Reniker, always one of the favorites in the spectator drags on the high side. Kevin Reniker, the Black 97 Pontiac Trans Am, Jason Morgan, and the Chevy Cavalier. Dan Bailey, the Gold Star, joining the Trans Am into the lead. Will he close the door on Morgan? Yeah, coming on the field. It's going to be Kevin Reniker, the advantage middle of the back stretch. Into turn 3, the Black 97 Pontiac Trans Am into the lead. Jason Morgan. Just a bad matchup for the Cavaliers in the first round. That was probably a pretty good lap. Lucas Putnam, the silver 04 Nissan Pathfinder. And Lucas Ripley on the outside. Lucas Ripley, the Lexo 7 Honda Civic to the outside of Lucas Putnam. A little bit of tire spin to go down into the first turn. Oh, look at Ripley on the outside. Coming back. Might have learned that move from his dad, Todd. They go down into turn 3. He could have closed the door, but he didn't. And if I had that big ride, he didn't close the door and off we go. Here comes Ripley. He will pick up the victory. Pretty good race between those two. Goes the outside lane for Kyle Rector, former driver of the number 22 compact here at Mid-Vid Speedway. The Ford F-150 from 1997. And silver Pontiac Grand Am with Stephen Randall. Rolling to the inside lane. Little dry run for Kyle Rector there. On the line now. Pretty nose to nose right now. Terry Coletti standing in the danger zone. Runs through the vehicles and off and racing down into the turn. A little bit of off-road excursion down to the first corner. I think Rector closes the door maybe a little bit down to the corner. On the Pontiac of Stephen Randall. Rector got a little smoke coming out of that ride. And he will come across the line as the winner. Winner will face Rector in the championship. Lucas Ripley on the outside. Kevin Reniker on the inside. What do you folks think? The Pontiac Trans Am of Reniker? Or the Honda Civic of Ripley. With the outside lane working, but not quite good enough to get on. The back stretch will be all Kevin Reniker. Kevin Reniker, the advantage to 3. Ripley staying on it, and staying in the outside lane. This time push. It's going to be Kevin Reniker. Reniker to the championship. Kevin Reniker. He said from the truck on the inside. The truck will be on the inside. And the car will be on the outside. Well, you notice he didn't put him on the inside. He was going to take it anyway down in turn 1. Reniker gets away from him, and that's the best thing he could have done. I would put money on Rector taking a left-hand turn onto the small track. I would have lost. Not for sure he'd take a shortcut. He might not make it to the finish. The smoke not getting better. Eventually it will quit smoking. And we have our first winner of spectator drags in 2011. The only bad news is for Kevin Reniker is now he'll have to sit out for the rest of the season until the end.
That made the stack go up more.
A little rubber down in the outside lane for our pictures coming up here in just a couple of moments. real quick like here, the only bad thing about winning the first race is now you have to sit out the next 7 until the championship one. But tonight it was a little bit of easier competition. You only had 2 races to win.
Yeah. Next time we're going to bring my fiance drift back down here.
Gotta give that a try out.
Yeah.
Your winner, Kevin Reniker. Sports fashion qualifying today, the number 112. The Rosenberry towing car, former late model champion of the track, Brian Tedesco. In row number 2, the 53 car, Dave Dobbins from Hartsville, Ohio, complete on-site restoration, new image landscape, capital powder coating, R&R carb and greater calories, designed by Dave Dobbins, full-time modified driver. On the outside, second fast in today's qualifying session, the Archimotive Forward Street Service number 28, former sports stock competitor here at Midvale from Canton, Ohio, Scott Archer. And starting 5th, tonight's top qualifier, defending point champion in the sports stock division, Randy Smart. Randy Smart from Dover, Ohio, the Dr. Kurt Garrett, Dutch Valley Market, KRC Race Car, Top Rod Motor, Shimano Car. All was sponsored by Alpha Heating and Cooling. Starting 6th, just missing the invert tonight. The invert, the dice roll with a 5. 6th fast in qualifying, the 98th of Mark Willison Jr. from Minerva. Graphics by Dave and Willison Racing Car. Willison Jr. ran in the compact and ran in the late models for a year or so. Disqualified. Starting 7th in car number 30 is Tom Garbrandt from Uricksville, Ohio. Trent Service Tire, DSI Automotive, DMV Machine, Enos Race Cars. Number 30, Tom Garbrandt, picking up a 3-race win earlier. The number 62 car of Adam Stewart from Canton, Ohio. Stewart starting 8th. Stewart, Thor, and Canton Thor is all very contracting. Snyder Home Improvement, Butch Auto Repair and Trim. To the inside of our next row, the number 5 car of Mike Mark, moving up from the pure stock, just like the 62 of Stewart. Mark is the number 5 from Canton, Ohio. Shelby Sweet Tree, Canton Car Connection, Twins Auto Sales, and Crowbar sponsor number 5. The number 11 of Joe Usage ran a compact at Midvale Speedway back in about 2003. Went into semi-retirement, came back this year as a modified. Joe Usage from Canton, Ohio, the Joe's Auto Service, Root Dog, at the Cafe, graphics by Dave, and Principal Steel, number 11. Rounding out our field is a 14-year-old rookie in car number 12, Alex Rosenberry from New Philadelphia, Ohio, the Rosenberry towing car. He's a competitor over the last couple of seasons in the karting series. That's your starting lineup for the first ever Summit Racing Economy Modified feature 20 laps to distance tonight. Ohio, Humbert Sanitary, Canton Auto Sales, and South Smith Auto Sales cars. Starting on the outside, the Legend car on steroids, the 21 of Colton Bryant from Louisville, Ohio. Canton Auto Sales, Smith Auto Sales, Dan's Auto Body. 14-year-old driver making his first feature start here at Mid-Vale. Colton Connors picked up his first career in the heat race earlier. He's in the 128 on the inside of row 2 from Sherricksville. Colton Connors drives the Wilkins Body Shop, Cohen Grinding, Baxter's BP, and Double E Beef Jerky car. And starting fourth, the number 50 car, Dan Bucky from Sherricksville, Eastern Ohio Sports Complex, number 50. Starting fifth, the number 6 car, Clayton Oliver, looked pretty decent in the heat race earlier, making his first feature start tonight. Kid from Malvern, Ohio, the biggest night, Canton South small engine repair, Everhard Glass, number 6. Starting sixth, and car number 24 is Brad McLean from Sherricksville, Lincoln Tire, Bucky Mowing car. He is the top qualifier in the stock compact division tonight. 36 is Wes Ennis. Wes Ennis driving one of the 10 Frederick Gold cars tonight here in the stock compact division. Ennis competed in the number 18 compact last season. Starting the outside of row number 4 is the 67 car of Waylon Moore from Denison. Drove years ago in the Detroit Iron Division, was pretty successful there. Waylon Orr, the Mid-Vid Racing Video for Michelin Racing 67. Final row starter, 14 years old now, celebrating his birthday here at Midvale Speedway tonight, the 27 of Grayson Sweeney. DNR Marine, CJ's Drive-Thru, My Museum Tattoo, and Barnett Realty sponsored car, and rounding it out, the Meat Creek, Sweeney's Machine. Gary, the Grasshopper Murray, Hard 08. Smith Auto Sales, the sponsor of that 08 car. number 50 will win tonight the stock compact division. We can use more stock compact cars. If you want to build one, find yourself a used car, knock the windows out, take the interior out, put a roll cage in, and you're ready to go racing. Let's hear it for your winner, Dan Bucky. Well, kind of a new division for us this year. This one a little more stock than what our compact class was. After Ohio, the DNC Construction East Ohio furnace two-line graphic car of Brad Channel. Starting second, the number 40, Steve Moore, junior from Eastern Ohio, ED Recycling Channel Fabrication, actress code number 48, Moore starts second. In the third starting spot, the 99 car of Gary Gould from Dover, Ohio, the Front Street Automotive, Pied Piper, Eastern Chicago, Big Jim Tax Derby, White Hills Unlimited car. In starting fourth, the number 22 of Ron Jaybird Jr. from New Philadelphia, around 39 autos out sponsored entry. The number 90, starting in the fifth position, is Emerson Huffman's third-year late model driver. He's from Delroy, Ohio, Red 12 and Vegas Performance Center daycare car. Starting 5th to 21, long-time late model driver Rich Destecker. Rich Destecker from New Philadelphia, around 39 autos outing. In the seventh starting position, the number 17 of Bob Schneider Jr. from Barnesville, Ohio. Schneider in the McBride's Auto, Long Fabrication, Finish Line Motors, the Coast Park and Bob's Auto Sales car. Starting to hit outside, the black and orange number 27 of Rick Martin from Sparta, Rickwear, Packaging Research, Ameripro, Flipside Pro, around 39 autos outing car. Starting on the inside of our next row, the number 1 car, Brian Smith from Canton, Ohio. Canton Auto Sales, and Esco Graphics sponsor entry. And the outside, his older brother, Patrick Bubba, champion 2 years ago, the late model division from North Canton, Ohio. Smith Auto Sales, Finish Line Motors, and Esco Racing Graphics car. To the inside, top qualifying tonight, number 54 of Doug McMillan. He won a lot of features last season in limited starts. He's got to work that out for tonight, a lot of good cars in front of him. McMillan, Parkway Honda, with Doug Morthiesen, Lee Davis Recipe Hot Spot Shop car. To the outside, the 66 of Austintown, Ohio driver John Senquist, the veteran driver, starting towards the tail of the field, Senquist, sponsored by Duffy's Auto Body. Final row starters, number 4, Joe Duke from New Philadelphia, Duke making his first late model feature start. Ari Starkey, general contractor, Code Recovery. Into the outside of the animal, Bob Upwell starting 14, Upwell from Stone Creek, Ohio, driving the 8 oil gas rich pump supply and animal racing car. We are ready for 25 laps of racing. He was top qualifier today. Came from deep in the field, was able to work his way underneath the number 12 as here comes up with Good job! Well done. Your winning percentage last year was kind of unmatched. You don't race every week. You go to a lot of family reunions, go to a lot of other racetracks, find birthday parties to go to, and every once in a while you come down here and race with us. What you did last year, you won, I think, over 50% of them. I thought tonight it's not going to happen. You started too far back, but everything worked out for you.
Yeah, and I told my dad, I said, if we could come home in the top 5 and be able to push it on the trailer from the thing, I'll be happy. And I don't know, one end, caution, we might go to the back, and then we'd pick one off here and there. I don't know, that last deal there with Bubba, he beat me on the restart, and I don't know, I think I surprised him when I dumped back underneath him. I don't know, he went high. That's what happened to me next week, so he doesn't have anything to be ashamed of. He came from right beside me up in front, so he ought to be happy.
A wild race coming through the field. This car is probably about as quick, probably quicker than it was even last year.
Yeah, I made a couple spring changes at the front end. Thanks to Ryan Tedesco, I said, what's this going to do for me? And he said, it should turn better. Well, he knows what he's talking about.
Cheers for your winner, Doug McMillan.